Hey guys, Elizabeth here, and welcome to today's episode of our dog training advent calendar. So go ahead and grab your clicker, grab your treats, get your dog, and let's get started. Let's start out our session today with just a little bit of a relationship session. So go ahead and start petting your dog. Hi, tell them how handsome they are. Do some of that massage that they like. So rubbing their neck, rubbing their shoulders. Try and get them to settle down a little bit, especially if your dog is a little bit excited to be here like Mr. Bronco is. So we have a guest star today. This is Bronco. Come here, boo. Thank you. He's one of my client dogs, and he's spending the day with us today, so I thought he would enjoy this training session. Today we're going to be working on a behavior called Doggy Zen. So this behavior is going to help teach our dogs some self-control and some patience, right? Which Bronco, being I think he's just under 1 year old. Yeah, you're an adolescent dog, so he could use some patience and some self-control, that's for sure. Can't we all? Yeah. Hi. He's a sweet guy. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So you've got your clicker, you got some treats. Let's take 10 treats. We'll start counting. 1, 2, 3. Right, we see how Bronco needs some self-control, huh? Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. You didn't steal any. You did not. Okay, good, good. So you see how interested Bronco is in the treats. That's okay. This is normal for dogs. A lot of times we want to teach, we feel like we want to teach our dogs leave it or stay to help with this behavior. But what we're going to teach them today is to have their own self-control, have their own patience, right? So we want to take one treat, take it in your hand, show it to the dog. Come here. There you go. And then close your hand around the treat and just hold it still. Good. Now what I'm looking for here is eye contact. Good. So when he gives me eye contact, I click and treat. But otherwise he's allowed to do whatever he wants to do. He can lick, he can paw, he can mouth. He can do whatever he wants to do to try and get that treat out of my hand. But nothing's gonna work except eye contact. That's eye contact. Okay? You guys wanna get started? Oops. So treat in your hand, show it to your dog, close your hand around the treat, and just hold your hand still. Good. Try to keep your hand still, try not to pull it away, because as you pull it away, that's gonna just attract him to want to mouth it more. Good, good. So pretty soon, hopefully, good. As soon as our dog sees our hand with the treat, whoops. As soon as he sees that hand with the treat, he's going to make eye contact, okay? Good. So there's no cue for this. I'm not telling him leave it, telling him stay. I'm not telling him to give me eye contact. I'm not telling him any of those things. He's just figuring it out on his own, which is good. That's what self-control is. Self-control means good. If you see something you want, you can't just grab at it. You gotta hold back, show some patience. Come on. Show some patience, do a little behavior, and then you can have it, okay? Last treat. Last treat. Very good. Good boy. All right. If you're finished, go ahead and do some more just relationship. Petting, telling him how good they are. You're so good. You're so good. Sometimes we use a toy during our training breaks, but for this behavior, we kind of want our dogs a little bit calmer, so a toy may not be the best option for today. But if it works for your dog, go for it. But that's why I'm not using one with Bronco. Okay, let's do one more session of that, huh? Really? Really? Thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Back up. Extras in here. Okay, okay. So this is the same exact behavior that we're working on with the Doggy Zen, right? I don't want him grabbing at my hands. I have a whole handful of treats right here, so I'm not clicking when he gives me eye contact. but I am just going to hold it still and wait for him to back away. Dogs always do what works, and if stealing treats out of your hand works and it gets him the treats, then he's going to try and do that again. If you're not getting any treats out of my hand, if you're not, then he's eventually going to stop. Right? Eventually. He will. Alright, so I've got one treat in this hand. Again, let's go ahead and get started. So show him the treat. Close my hand around the treat. Wait for eye contact. Good job, bud. Now he's getting pretty good at this. I hope your dogs are too. How are they doing? He's getting pretty good at the one treat in my hand. I'm just going to switch hands this time. So you can do it with the treat in my right hand. Can you do it with the treat in my left hand? Let's see. It's a little harder. Yeah, good job. But you see, he's learning on his own that snatching for the treat is not working. I'm not having to tell him that snatching for the treat's not going to work. He's just learning it on his own, which is much better. I don't want to have to tell you, leave it, leave it, leave it. I just want you to do it. I just want you to do it. Nice. There we go. One more. One more. Good boy. Very good. You are very slobbery. You're very slobbery. Here, let you have it back. Good. Good. Very good. Okay. Good job, bud. Very good. Oh, nice. A head scratch. You like that, huh? Okay. How you guys doing? Oh, are you getting your face washed like I am? Sweet boy. He's very sweet. You are. All right, let's do one more session. And this time we're going to make it a lot harder. There we go. All right, so I got 10 treats in my hand, ready to go. Good boy, very nice. I'm gonna click you because you're doing very good eye contact. Even though that's not what we're working on, it's eye contact, and that's important. Yeah? Okay, come on. All right, so before we show him the treat, we close our hand around the treat and let him mouth and lick and do whatever he wants to do to get that treat out. Hi, good. This time, we're going to keep our hand open, okay? So if he's about to steal the treat, I'm going to close my hand, but otherwise, good. What I want is for him to give me eye contact while my hand is open. So as soon as he backs away, that's when I open my hand. Only close your hand if you need to protect the treat, but then good. Otherwise, open it right back up. I want him to see that my hand is open and that he's ignoring the treat anyway. Do you see it? Yeah, good job, bud. Very good. So self-control isn't really self-control if he knows that it's impossible for him to get the treat. Come on, get it. So I want him to think that that treat's in my hand, it's ready to go. You could grab it if you wanted to. I want him to think that he could grab it. Good. And so because he's not grabbing it, even though he could, he's showing that self-control, and that's what I'm looking for. That's it. Very good. Okay. Definitely this is not an overnight thing. Yeah? It's not going to be a... he's not going to go from being Bronco to being a patient Zen dog overnight. But this is a good start. Yes, good job. It helps to teach him that concept. Good? Okay, how you guys doing? Sometimes it takes a little bit longer for our dogs to figure this out. No worries there. Just be patient. He's going to figure it out. Good boy. All right, another little relationship session, and then we're going to call that a day for right now, okay? Bronco also likes to take things off of the kitchen counter, so I can practice here in my kitchen. I have the treats up on the stove. My hand is close by so I can cover up the treats if he goes to grab them, but otherwise I'm just waiting for eye contact. When he gives me eye contact, I can click and hand him a treat from the stove, or I can reach in my treat bag and give him a treat from there too. but I'm looking for eye contact here just like I was before. But now the treats are up on a surface. You can practice on the counters, you can practice on your kitchen table, anywhere where your dog might be reaching up and grabbing to try and steal things. I hope you and your dog enjoyed this training session. If you did, please go ahead and click like and subscribe down at the bottom of the screen so that you'll see more like this. Please also be sure and share this videos with a friend so that other people can get this information too. And let me know down in the comments if there's anything that you like, that you didn't like, anything you want to see in the future, let me know. I'd love to hear what you think. All right, and I will see you again tomorrow for our next episode of the Dog Training Advent Calendar. See you then.